everyone, I'm Chantelle Bacigalupo.
And I'm Lauren Balfour, and this is a brand new Wednesday episode of Common Agenda.
No, you aren't hallucinating. Common Agenda is giving you yet another chance to celebrate the amazingly haunted holiday that is Halloween. Again, with me, Chantelle.
And me, and her, it's us.
Yeah, okay.
Well, welcome to another brand new episode of Common Agenda right here on the Emerson Channel. She's sensitive, back off.
Hello, and welcome back, loyal Common Agenda viewers, to another brand new episode. As you can see, Lauren and I are taking Halloween very, very seriously this year. I'm happy to be taking on the role of Gypsy for this Halloween season. Now, sit back, relax, and let me tell you the latest in news here at Emerson College. We've all experienced stage fright before, but have you ever considered the stage is actually haunted? In an article posted on hercampus.com lists the Cutler Majestic Theater as one of the creepiest places in Massachusetts. Despite never being used before of fire hazards, the balcony seats of the Cutler Majestic remain dustless and clean. Some attribute this to a group of ghosts, including a dead married couple who stayed in this room to watch Arts Emerson shows, a little girl who accepts gifts left for her, and a mayor of Boston who died during a performance. The Cutler Majestic also has a room called the Nightmare Room, named for the sudden claustrophobia and anxiety people experience when they enter. In short, ghosts are real, and they live in the Cutler Majestic. Are you scared of Kevin Bright? You should be. He's a force to be reckoned with. In addition to being the founding director of Emerson Los Angeles and a former Emerson professor, Kevin Bright was an executive producer of Friends. Now Kevin's back and better than ever, because on October 22nd, he was honored by the Caucus for Producers, Writers, and Directors with the Masters Seminar Award featuring an interview moderated by his nephew, Noel Bright. He advised aspiring writers to be prepared to spend about 5 to 10 years doing anything but writing in order to put yourself in a position to be a writer. Kind of scary. Last week, famous Washington Post journalist Ben Bradlee died at the age of 93, and one of our journalism professors, Ted Gupp, wrote an op-ed piece for the New York Times about the legendary writer. Bradlee was one of the 2 journalists who helped expose the super scary Watergate scandal and brought about the eventual end of Richard Nixon's presidency. Professor Gupp's op-ed talks about the memory he has of his former mentor and are a testament to who Bradlee was as a person. Check out the New York Times online and take a peek at the piece. Now, I know I am not the only one that has nightmares about what it would be like to oppose one of Emerson's ferocious sports teams on the turf at Rochfield, but thank God we're Lions. The women's soccer team battled their way to victory against the Coast Guard Bears last Friday in Connecticut with help from skilled goaltending by Melanie Escobar, who made 5 difficult saves. An exciting first career goal from Ellie Wierbicki pushed the team over the edge to give them the win. The final score was 2-1 and brings the girls one step closer to the end of a spooktacular season of improvement. Now, let's toss it over to Leah LeBlanc with Stage Spotlight.
Leah LeBlanc, and this is Stage Spotlight. This weekend, Emerson's own Shakespeare Society will be hosting a 2-day festival called Shakespeareans. I'm here with Devin Fletcher, the Vice President of Shakespeare Society, and she's going to tell us all about the event. So Devin, what is Shakespeareans?
So the Shakespeareans is a 2-day massive event of workshops, performances, and screenings. It's headed off with 2 workshops by Emerson faculty members Ted Hewlett and Melissa Healy, and then performances with Raptors Company, a screening of Titus Andronicus, which is something that should be seen on a screen because it's insane, and also catering from Flowers, so that's exciting for everyone.
What can participants expect from the event?
Depending on which workshops they come to, and they are invited to come to all, with Ted Hewlett, you get experience doing hand-to-hand combat for stage productions, which is remarkable. Ted is a renowned fight master all up and down the East Coast. Melissa Healy is just a goddess that makes everyone feel loved and wonderful, and she'll be doing sonnet work. And then we also have performances of As You Like It, which is a restaging of the original production from Faneuil Hall. We expect not to be seated for much of the show.
What about non-performing arts majors? Do you think they can get something out of this event?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's great to get up on your feet, I think, for absolutely everyone. Particularly if you're in a major at this school, then you're gonna end up giving pitches, getting a job, doing an interview, and any of that, just from being in and amongst work like this that gets you directly involved with others, is beneficial.
What does Shakespeare Society mean to you?
For me, it's the place that I found as an artist and creative person that is the most just perfectly delightful and most innovative and brightening place on this campus to work. It's a great group of people who do passionate, important work, but they take the work seriously and not themselves. They don't mess around, but they have a lot of fun.
So it sounds like you don't have to be a Shakespeare buff to enjoy Shakespeare.
Not at all.
Once again, a Shakespeareans will be this weekend in the Cabaret.
All day Friday and Saturday.
All day Friday and Saturday. See you there. For Stage Spotlight, I'm Leah LeBlanc.
Hey guys, I'm your in-studio correspondent, Amelia Fabiano, and today I'm talking to Christine from Emerson I. Thank you so much for being here with us today, Christine. We really appreciate you coming out here. So you are the editor-in-chief of Emerson I, which you also came up with a concept for the magazine.
Yeah.
And the magazine's a little different because not only do they feature students writing, but their art as well. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I founded the magazine last year in January because I used to submit to an art and literary magazine at my high school called The Phoenix, and I was kind of looking for a similar outlet when I came to Emerson, but I didn't find one, so I just decided to try to make one on my own. And so, yeah, we just really wanted it to be a place where student artists could submit work because there wasn't anything like that here before.
Awesome, awesome. So what can students do to get involved with the magazine? Do they need to be WLP major? Can
No.
anybody
You
come
can be
over?
anything. Since there isn't really like an art major here, anyone could, from any major could submit anything. And if you want to submit, we accept short stories, poetry, paintings, and drawings, and they could email work to emerson.i.magazine@gmail.com. But if they want to be involved on the staff, if they wanted to edit the literary works or decide which art we accept, they could join the staff. And we kind of meet irregularly, but they could just message me on Facebook. My name is Christine Juliana. And ask me about when we meet.
Very cool. Sounds like you got your hands full this semester with that. So what was the first issue like? Because you've only had one so far.
So the first issue was just a compilation of art and writing, and we're trying to do the same thing this year, but we're trying to make 2 issues, and right now it's only a web magazine. It's only online. It's on issue.com. If you were to just go on issue.com and search Emerson I, you would find it. But we had a fundraiser this year, and we're trying to raise money for a print issue.
Very cool. And any plans for the upcoming issue?
We might make a theme sometime in the future, but we thought about making one for the first issue this year, but then we thought that would be kind of limiting, so we're just keeping it open.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming out here today. We appreciate it again. Coming up next, we're going to hear from Melanie Camacho with After Emerson.
After Emerson, we're going to go talk to Malia Lazu, the Executive Director of Future of Boston Alliance. She just so happens to be an Emerson alum, so we're really excited to talk to her. Let's go see what she's all about. Hi guys, it's Melanie from After Emerson. We're here with Malia to talk about a little bit of what she does on the daily. She's an Emerson alum, and we're super excited to talk to her. Hey, how are you?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm super
Thank you for
excited to
being
talk
here.
to you guys.
So at 19, you started what is now a multi-million-dollar organization. Can you tell us a little bit about that for some people who don't know?
Definitely. So Mass Vote, which is now being run by this wonderful woman named Cheryl Crawford, just actually did the electoral reform initiative that just passed to allow for easier voting here in the state. So we're very, very proud of it. And Right now, the work that I'm working on is called the Future Boston Alliance, and it is an organization that comes out of Carmeloop.com, and the whole goal is to have a creative and cultural renaissance in the city of Boston. So we push creative economies in all neighborhoods. Again, you know, Boston is still a pretty segregated city, and so we work really hard to bring people from different races and different neighborhoods together. You know, we're working with folks who want to make a change and want to do that. And I think if I didn't have the hustle and chutzpah that I got from the 4 years at Emerson and, you know, just hustling up my own work, I probably wouldn't have been able to, you know, ingratiate myself in these spaces.
So what advice can you give to Emerson kids?
I guess what I would say is the biggest thing is use your time now while you're at Emerson to build your career. Don't wait to graduate or think that you need that degree in order to move forward. Don't let life run you, because you will spend the rest of your life trying to chase it and trying to get caught up with it.
Well, thanks so much for joining us today, Malia.
Thank you so much for having me. This is quite fun.
It was, and we got a ton of real life advice that we can actually utilize, so I know I'm really excited to use it.
Yes, well, and you can always hit me up at Malia Lazu. Let me know if I said something that you want to go deeper with. Definitely holler at me. I love Emerson. I love all of our kitties, so keep
Go Emerson, yeah. Go Lions.
Exactly. Right, that's our sports, right? That's our sports.
Yeah, that's our mascot. We just wrapped up with Malia. Tune in next week to see who we have in store for you. I'm Melanie Fracker Emerson. See ya.
All right, Chantelle may be dressed up as a gypsy, but I have an even better costume if I do say so myself. Can anyone guess? Anyone? Anyone? All right, I'll just give you guys a hint because I love you guys too much. Pussycats? Josie and the Pussycats. Yeah, I do agree. It's awesome. Thanks, guys. All right, now I'm going to relay some spooktacular events that are happening this Halloween weekend. Halloween may be this Friday, but we can still keep the fabulous costumes on for a few days afterwards. On November 3rd, there's going to be a character-based open mic show in the multipurpose room. Or should I say, multipurpose tomb. Watch your peers dress up in weird outfits and tell crazy stories on the stage in front of an audience. Or better yet, prepare a story and be one of the weirdos. Contact Wes Hauptman to sign up for a time to perform, or just show up at the NPR at 8 p.m. on Monday for a frighteningly good time. Something that constantly terrifies me is how talented the actors here at Emerson are. I mean, have you ever considered the amount of insanity it takes to want to memorize that much Shakespeare? It's creepy. Your next opportunity to watch our freakishly good theater lovers in action is coming up on Wednesday, November 5th at 7 p.m. The Theater Education Graduate Association is putting on a Midsummer Night's Dream. They've been practicing for months, so it'll be eerily perfect. If you can't make it to the show, you're in luck because there are 2 of them. Performance number 2 is at 11:30 in the morning on Thursday, November 6th. There are no excuses to miss this show, not even post-Halloween depression. Be there. By now, you have all of the spooky ordeals planned out for Halloween night here at Emerson. But what about during the day? Nothing scares me more than having no events to go to on a Friday afternoon. Good news, I'm here to tell you how to begin your Hallows Eve celebrations hours earlier than all of your frenemies. In the Iwasaki Library from 11:30 in the morning to 2 in the afternoon, celebrate Dia de los Muertos with the Baja de Boston Mexican artists. The event is being held in memory of the late Robin Williams and Jocelyn Strauss. An altar will be created in accordance with Mexican tradition. And don't miss your chance to say your thanks to the genie on the Day of the Dead. This Tuesday, November 4th, is Election Day. Talk about a psychological thriller, am I right? I'm sure many of you did your duty and voted for the candidate that you believe will do the best at the horrifyingly hard job of being a political leader. And now it's time to sit back in adrenaline-filled anticipation and see how it'll all play out. I'm looking at you, Polycom people. Join other Emersonians with the same passion for politics as you from noon to 1 on the 4th at the Max Muchnick's Campus Center to eat pizza and predict the winners of this season's race.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another brand new episode of Common Agenda.
We are so happy you put down that last-minute costume planning to join us for a new episode. And yes, I do see you, dude, trying to figure out how you can make a hoverboard fly for your Marty McFly costume. Don't forget to tune in next Monday for another brand new episode with Tarana and Hunter. Thanks for joining us and have a spooky, crazy, and memorable Halloween weekend. See you soon.